Hi boys and girls. Let's have some fun and draw together. Maybe even your parents would like to join us today. Anyone in your household is really welcome. Today's project is recommended for kindergartners. We will be drawing an elephant. All you will need today is a piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser. Afterwards, if you'd like to color it in with anything that you have at home, colored pencils, markers, anything you can use would be wonderful. Let's start with our shapes. I'm going to use a marker so you can see better. Remember to hold onto your paper with one hand, draw with the other hand. The first shape is a circle. Anywhere on your paper, you can use a scrap piece of paper also. Next shape is a dot. It's a circle, but we color it all the way in, so we call it a dot. The next, do you remember the name of this line? Very good, boys and girls. Horizontal. Can we all say that together? Horizontal line. Next line, do you remember that one? Vertical. Very good. Vertical line. Very good. We have one more line. Remember the name of that one? Diagonal. Very good, boys and girls. Let's say it together. Diagonal line. Okay. Then we have our half circles. A U. An upside down U. Looks like a rainbow. A C and a backward C. All of these are half circles. So if we put them together, it would make a full circle. Then we have our angled lines, which are our V's. A regular V, an upside down V, which looks like an A without the crossbar, a sideways V, and another sideways V. Very good. Then we have a slightly curved line. Remember, it is not as curved as our upside down U or rainbow. It's not as straight as our straight line. That's why we call it a slightly curved line. Then we have our lazy S. Our lazy S laying down or horizontally, we call a hill and a valley. And then we've been doing spirals lately, which is just fun. So remember, you start in the middle. Looks like you're going to do a circle, but you go past that point and just keep going around. And remember, they make wonderful snails. That's why they're fun. All right, so those are our shapes. Remember, we're going to do them before every project because it just makes it easier for us to draw. Let's get started on our elephant. Boys and girls, it's up to you if you want your paper horizontal or vertical. Either one is fine. All right, we are going to start with his eye today, which is just a circle. It's a pretty good circle because then in it I have a dot, and it's a pretty good elephant we're making, right? I'm going to start my elephant right about here on my board. Okay, you decide where you're going to start it on your paper. Again, I said I'm going to go a pretty big, good-sized circle because inside of that I'm going to make another dot. Okay, so I've got my circle. Then I'm going to start to make a dot, and then maybe I'll leave a little white spot. It's up to you. Okay. Then we're going to go right here next to my eye, make a half circle right over it. Just like that, boys and girls. Good job. Now, we know that his ear is going to be right here on the right side. I'm going to make a line. That's the top of his ear. And I'm going to close that in with a nice big upside down U. Now we want to go back and put his trunk in. So that's right here. I might go down just a little bit with my half circle. And then notice that I start with I change directions with a half circle, or really a slightly curved line, and then change directions to the top of my trunk. So let's do that, okay? I'm going to start right here. I'm going to do that little slightly curved line, and then I'm going to bring up my trunk, however, what shape you want. I'm going to go way up there. Wherever you think it should stop and you're happy with it, I'm going to touch right here, and I'm going to put a V. Okay, boys and girls? It's right there. Pardon me. So now we just have to make a mirror image, right, of this slightly curved line that we did, noticing that we get a little wider. Now what we can do is, see where this mouth is? I'm going to make a little mark there. Because now I know that's where I want to come back to. Okay, that's my goal. And it's a slightly curved line that's going to get me there. All right? So I'm going to touch right here. And make that mirror image the same. And then I'm going to a little wider. And I'm going to touch that right there. And I'm going to bring it over just a little bit more. So it's more in the middle of this. And then that's where his mouth is open, okay? So I'm going to bring that in. And then I'm just going to make a diagonal line, which makes a sideways V for his mouth. Then we're going to touch the bottom of his mouth right here. Just give me a half circle. Not too far. It's right before the eye, isn't it? It's a little half circle right to about there. Good job. So we've got his face in. Let's do the first leg right here. I'm going to touch the half circle that we just made, and I'm going to bring a straight line down. This is for you to decide when to stop, when you think it's a long enough leg for your elephant, boys and girls. And then you're going to make a line over, and then a line up, but not all the way up. Maybe about halfway, not even halfway maybe. We might bring it up later, but let's just bring it to there for now. For his toes, we're going to do upside down U's. You decide how many you're going to do, how many fit in your foot. So we have his face done. We have one foot. I'm going to now do the wonderful arch of his back. It's a nice half circle. It is almost to a backward C here. So I'm going to start right here. Decide how big he is, and then I'm going to start to curve in. I want to curve in right about there. Okay? I'm going to bring that up a little higher then. I want that to be about equal. Okay? So I have that equal to here. And then I need to put in a back leg here, don't I? We're going to do the same way. I'm going to just touch right here, the line down. I'm going to try to make it the same, I have to go on this side so I can see better, the same height. And there I'm going to make that into my horizontal line. And then come straight up. My upside down U's for his toes. Right? So now we have 2 of his 4 feet. We need 2 more, but first we're going to close in his tummy. Now, boys and girls, I did a straight line. If you want to do a straight line, I think that works really well. If you want to make it slightly curved, that's fine. However you want to close in his tummy. Now we need to do 2 more legs in there, but these legs are on the other side of the elephant, so they're not going to be as long or as big as these in front, and we're not going to see all the 3 sides, the 2 sides. We're only going to see one side. All right, so watch me, boys and girls. I'm going to start right here, make a line down. I'm going to stop right about there, so I don't go as long as the other one, and then I'm going to make my horizontal line in. Make some upside down U's there. Probably not as many because it's smaller, not as wide as that one. Then I'm going to go on this side, do the same thing. Line down to about there. Horizontal line over. And my U's. So now I have my cute little elephant. He does have a little tail. Give him a little tail. It's just a little curved line up there. Down here in the middle. Now, boys and girls, if you're not happy with his ear and you want to make it bigger, you know you can erase that and make this a bigger ear. Totally up to you. But let's talk about a background and where your guy is. He needs some ground to stand on. So remember, we have to make a line from one edge of the paper all the way to the other. But every once in a while, if you want to do some grass, sometimes I do some upside down V's. Looks like grass. Remember, when I get to my elephant leg, what do we say when we bump into somebody? That's right, we say, excuse me, hop over. Excuse me, hop over. We keep going all the way over to the edge. So now we're standing on some nice grass. You can do whatever you'd like here on the grass. If you'd like to put some flowers, you may. If you'd like to put some trees. I have a sun. I think it might be fun to maybe put, I don't know, maybe a little mountain or hill behind them. Okay, you can do that. Do the sun setting. Right. You know how I always love a couple of birds in the distance. However you'd like to finish off your elephant today, boys and girls. I hope you sign your name. Remember, that's the most important. I'm going to sign mine right here. You're the artist. And then maybe the date. Alright, boys and girls, it's been fun drawing with you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.